All right, again, this is the Lake Effect Poetry Sunday Fun Drive, and our next poet is Renee Sanders.
Well, since he just did one about the moon, he knows I've got a thing about moons, so I'll start with a moon one, which I think I have memorized. This is In the Valley of the Moon. In the valley of the moon, the call of the wild can be heard, can be felt, can be known. Hear your song. Feel the rhythm of the soil, the rhyme of the breeze inhaled. Dance, moonchild. Tango in the shadow of the microclimb. The sweet mix of night and day, fairies do dancing on high in the rings of the redwood at the dawning. The landscape bake at noon. Fog rolls in from the bay, shadows dim. Moisture in the atmosphere, the perfect storm to create. Motion across the vineyards for the ripening of the grape. Moonrise night on the hillside, Luna light shine, you float in time to the music of the fragrant night air. Awaken to your core, your essence, and the truth of who you are. The vineyard your dance floor, you and the vine to grow evermore. Fruited, plump bunches, red the grape, juicy lifeblood, burgundy flow, to the hands of the vintner, barrel tomb fermentation, sugar sweet sleep, purple product of the soul. The angels share to rise, vapor, returning the nectar gift to the gods' air sweet. To begin again the dance, never complete, in the valley low or heaven's high sky, in the air you breathe, in the land on which you stand, passion wave. Listen and respond as the vineyard has done. Creator and created life force joined, the valley of the moon calls. That was from a visit to wine country in Sonoma, where I discovered it was almost like a religion to drink wine. I'm going to do one I did the other night since Vertigo mentioned all the engaged folks. This is a little different perspective. And this one is the view of the Mog, M-O-G. I concede. It is your day, princess fantasy dream, dressed to the nines, tiara in place, all eyes on you as you promenade. Regally you step as the music swells. The crowd may even rise from their seats to see you pass by. Rose petals strewn at your feet. I've conceded all along the way, smiling deftly as your plans you displayed. The flowers delicate and pale, colors chosen of blue and champagne. Your ladies-in-waiting surround you, celebrations held as you they wine and dine. They worship their fleeting star. I concede. You are the star of this play, but your glow is slightly hazed by a sliver of light, a ray from the sparkle of the sun. The crowd, still star-struck, one centered gaze on the little girl, woman, awakened from her beautiful sleep. Dream come true, all eyes on you. I concede to the throng's common ones, their enamored rapture, you the darling one, but not me. Make no mistake, I will not be blinded by your beauty. No further concession will I make. When the door stage right of the altar opens, as his presence becomes known, then I will hold my breath and drop my tear as he appears, while the others turn their attention to the back door. When the note strikes and you your entrance make, I will see you only as a reflection in his eyes. As you he awaits, I will still be watching him, embraced, entranced, totally by he. It is his day too, little boy blue. Remember, without that prince, there would be no dream for you. He is the center, the core, the essence, right and true. So saith the Mog, mother of groom. I need a sip of tea. I just wrote this one. It's kind of in response to the heat we've all been experiencing. And this is Some Like It Hot. The Yankees are hot. They are experiencing a heat wave like they have never seen, defined by the weatherman as 3 days in a row of over 90 degrees. Heat advisory. They've been warned against the sun. Remain indoors where you can breathe air that has been conditioned. They are afraid of the heat. Bless their icy cold hearts. My all too cool Yankee blue confused friends, the weather report does not define hot. Hot is Maggie the cat on the tin roof. Hot is that haze across the field, so thick it jitters electric. I know this hot from August days in the state of Williams, Tennessee. Back when there was no cool air to be pumped, when ladies kept their fans close at hand to flitter little stifling puffs of air across their appearance. You don't know hot, my doodle dandy. Now, maybe you are getting a glimmer of the why of that which you have made fun of for oh so long, those Southerners with their long, slow-moving ways and draws. You thought them so comical. Now you're learning slow is the key to surviving when the sun is bearing down unmerciful. A long, tall glass of ice sweet tea on the veranda, that is the refuge to be had, the only worth of energy expended. Languid move, glass to lips, sip, cold glide, bathe in the throat and beyond. The buzz of the big old porch ceiling fan overhead, the cadence of the cicadas riding on what you wish would be a breeze. That, my darling, is what hot is made of. amidst the mimosas, magnolias, and Spanish moss hanging on the live oaks. Slow is the protection against southern discomfort. That in the ice glass of tea, touch to cheek, neck, and forehead, before taking another long, cool swallow. When the sweat trickles down between her breasts, she opens one, well, maybe two buttons of her blouse. So the precipitated drop from her glass trickles its own cool stream down and in between. She waves and dabs her rose-watered lace hanky on her glistening chest, then lifts her hair from the back of her neck in a vain hope that she might encounter a breeze. The southern bad boy gentleman takes a gulp of that fine hot air, does his best to cool it before blowing it across her bare neck. Now that is hot. And so it is, Ohio, in other parts north, as you find yourself sweltering. Learn the ways of summer sultry days if you want to survive. Otherwise, without that slow southern style, you may be brought to your knees. It's not so funny now, is it? Perhaps the South will get the last laugh after all. We told y'all we'd rise again, and so we have with the sun.
I love that perfect timing you get where just as you're talking about a breeze, all of a sudden, well, your hair blows and the canopy starts to lift up off the ground. All right. Well, we don't have anybody else registered to read right now, so I'm going to pause the recording again.